Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today on BeamNG Drive with a challenge. We are going to see how fast I can tow a caravan. Now, the current world record in real life is 141 miles an hour. It was set, I think it was a big Chevrolet Silverado, did 141 with a almost completely stock caravan. They changed the tyres on the caravan to make sure they didn't explode when it was going at those sorts of speed. So we're going to try and go quicker than that. However, I don't have an unlimited amount of space. I must try and set my record using this runway. I believe it is about a mile long. That means we're going to have to accelerate up to speed pretty damn quickly. Thankfully, I've got plenty of powerful vehicles to be tackling this challenge. We start with the D series, but not any ordinary D series. This with a stage 2 supercharged V10 in it. Yes, that is a very, very big, powerful engine. It's all-wheel drive, so we should have good traction. It's also a fairly heavy vehicle itself, which should stop the caravan from essentially from controlling the car. If the caravan starts moving around, that's going to be one of the big potential problems with this. My camera's having all sorts of issues, but there we go. Either way, we are off to a relatively... we could have done with a bit more acceleration. We could have done with a little bit more speed. The good news is that the caravan, isn't wobbling around. In fact, we've got quite a lot of control in this. However, we're not accelerating fast enough. We're going to do, well, it's the giddy heights of 120 miles an hour. We might crack 125. Can we get 130 before we leave the runway? It's 129 as we go off-road. We're 120 miles an hour off-roading with a caravan. Amazingly, the caravan is still in one piece, and I've still got control of my car. Oh, caravan's not in one piece anymore. Tell you what, that is some good going from the D series. Things have gone quite badly wrong in the D series. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. We're absolutely okay from that. How on earth are we absolutely okay from that? We were at 120 off-roading with a caravan. The toilet seat survived! We can still go for it. We're probably going to need to use that toilet after that particular off-roading moment. When we rolled the D series, the caravan disintegrated. We didn't have the speed. We did not have the speed at all in all of that. There are bits of caravan here that we might have crash welded ourselves to. That wasn't too clever of me. Oh, yep, the caravan has fought back. I like that shot. There is just sort of caravan debris strewn across this bit of the desert. Okay, I mean, we got 129. I think when Top Gear, because Top Gear did a similar challenge, speed running a caravan, I think they got it to about 130. They were using an Evo 8. It was a massively modified Evo of some sort. I think they got to about 130. So we've just about done as well as Top Gear, but we still need some 10 miles an hour. Well, the heavyweight SUV was not doing the job, so I have gone to the complete other end of the spectrum, gone for a race car. Essentially, this is the Bolide with a V8 racing engine. This a full-on race spec, and thankfully we can still attach... I love that you can put a tow hitch on basically every vehicle in this game. Makes things like this much more entertaining. Unfortunately, we don't have all-wheel drive, and I do fear that the caravan may sort of start swaying a lot more when it's being towed by this Italian supercar. We're going to give it a go. It wasn't the most lively of starts. I was expecting a lot more wheel spin from the Bolide, but never mind, we are underway now. Yeah, it's got a little bit of wobbling going on from the caravan. It's okay, though. I was expecting a little bit more performance. I mean, this is a heavy thing that we are towing. It is a lot of weight for the race car to try and pull along. It might do worse, in fact. That was not an outcome that I was expecting. It's barely over 100 miles an hour. We haven't lost control of the caravan at all. We're going to do the giddy heights of 110. Oh, there goes the caravan. And we're not going to bring that back under control nicely, are we? We're going to disintegrate the caravan, and we're still okay. It's not the worst crash that we have suffered. It is stuck. Well, that was disappointing. We couldn't even get 110 miles an hour out of it. I think we're going to have to go crazier in terms of our pulling car. Well, if you want crazy, you can't go wrong with a hill climb car. This is the Sunburst Hill Climb. Now, yes, we do have a lot in the way of aero parts, and that will generate drag that will ultimately slow or lower the top speed of the Sunburst. My theory is that with these aero parts on the Sunburst, I might have more control of the car. It might be easier to keep the car under control, and might keep the Caravan in check a little bit better. That's the theory, at least, behind this. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to have quite enough power in this Sunburst. We will wait and see. In fact, we will stall the engine because this has got a semi-automatic gearbox. There we go. We put it to drive and it just wanted to stall. Okay, we are off with our vehicle. We're accelerating, I think, a little bit better, perhaps. We're certainly going through the gears quicker. Oh, things have gone wrong. We've lost the Caravan. We're going to take out a building. So we're going to take out a building. No, we're going to take out a Caravan on a building. We're still upside down. Oh, go on, ride this out, Sunburst. Oh, no, we shouldn't have been steering. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sleepy Sam's Flight School. I might have deposited a Caravan through one of your hangars. That's my bad. That's my bad indeed. That didn't work. I mean, the speed was okay. The speed was going okay. It was the control that kind of went. Yes, all of the beams are broken. Yeah, mostly. That's a lot of Caravan littering. Oopsie. That's a lot of Caravan littering the runway. Right. So this is actually really the first one that we've had any control issues on with the Caravan. Even attached. I'm surprised. I wasn't particularly surprised when it has no control issues when it's behind the big SUV, particularly. But behind the supercar, it was perfectly well behaved. Behind the hill climb car, we have all sorts of issues going on. Right, that's more like it. Now we've got to try. Ooh, yeah. So if we try and do any sort of small course corrections, the Caravan gets really unhappy. It's very unhappy, in fact. And again, it's going to go. It's going to go. It's going to go. Oh dear! It might actually drag us in towards a building. We have got that one. Man, oh no! We did so well. We kept the Caravan out of the. I don't think we're going to be able to drag that back onto its wheels, are we? No, we're stuck. That's a curious one. That's a very curious one. In fact, my car is relatively okay. Oh, we towed off the rear bumper, but aside from that, the car is relatively fine. Yeah, it's weird. We haven't had the Caravan wobbling down the straight before. It was staying perfectly well in line with whatever vehicle I was driving. I wonder why. I wonder what's causing that. I mean, this is not particularly. I mean, it is spinning the wheels, but not a terrible amount. It is all-wheel drive again. You see, we get to about 90 miles an hour, and we start moving. The Caravan's going. Oh bugger! We've lost control of it. That's gonna roll. It's just not gonna. It's not having it. It is absolutely not having it on the back of the Sunburst. I wonder. I don't know whether. So my pondering is, okay, there's a huge amount of aerodynamics going on in the Sunburst. Now, I'm wondering if, because I know this game does sort of simulate aero and so on, if the huge amount of turbulent air coming off the wings, etc., on this, because it's immediately then rushing into the Caravan, and I wonder if that's causing problems. Okay, we're going to have a try of something different. So we couldn't really get it above 90 before we start losing control of the car. I mean, we could, accelerate a lot slower, but if we start doing that, we're then going to have issues with getting up to speed in time. Sorry, I don't even know where I'm looking for in this area. What are we looking for? We're looking for... would it be under trunk? Okay, so a GTX wing. Get rid of the wing. So we're going to have no rear wing. That'd probably be the biggest aero part, I guess. I don't know if we can remove the diffuser. Did I see somewhere? I don't know what bit the... diffuser is going to be under. That's just for the fenders. Front suspension, perhaps we will have. I don't know where all the bits are on these cars. I tend not to mess about with them too much. We'll just go without the rear wing, and we'll try. If it's better like this, but still has issues, then we've got to put it back into manual again because I've changed the part. Yeah, if this is better but not completely fixed, then we'll know that it is actually something to do with that. So we should have less turbulent air coming off the back of the car, but we will have less control in our Sunburst ourselves, so that's something to watch out for. Not that we had a huge amount of control before anyway. Right, we are off and underway. It's already having issues. I don't think it is. I think the rear wing helped. I think the rear wing might have helped. We've gone around once more. Sunburst isn't working. The Sunburst is not the car for this, apparently. Nope, the Sunburst, we couldn't really get that fast with the Sunburst. It kind of just starts veering. I don't know what causes it to start veering. But there we go. Yeah, Sunburst, not our, not going to be our car for the record, or certainly not this hill climb spec. Well, it's time for another supercharged V8 to have a go. This time, though, inside a Barstow. Potentially faster than the kind of SUV that went first, if we can get the control. We've got to get, it's getting it off the line. We get a fair bit of wheel spin. We'll get a bit of wheel spin through second as well. Are we going to... No, you see, the Caravan doesn't move about behind this car in the same way as it did with the Sunburst. I mean, it's moving a little bit, but it's not too bad. Come on, Barstow. We are up to 100 miles an hour here as we are heading towards the end of the runway. We are starting to drift a tad now. Oh, I'm trying to get it back under control with little movements. Things have gone wrong. Things have all gone horribly, horribly wrong. I'm kind of keeping my foot down. Somehow the Caravan didn't roll while going across there. I'm amazed at that. Hey! We're okay. The toilet's okay. That's the important part of the Caravan. I don't know how that didn't roll when that was going sideways. That was like 80 miles an hour sideways, and the Caravan was clinging on to dear life. We found the dirt, and that would put us over. And through we go. Not quite through we go. We're now kind of just wearing it as a hat. Not sure it's going to catch on. Maybe we'll get one in Team Fortress at some point. Oh, we lost the toilet in doing that. No! We have completely malfunctioned our toilet trailer. Okay, yeah, we did lose control of it towards the end of the run. It didn't start wobbling, though, until a lot further down the course, which is nice to know. We're not having the acceleration needed in this. We are quick. I mean, this is certainly not a slow car. However, we aren't accelerating fast enough. Combination of, well, Caravan heavy and car not got traction. We just spin the wheels for a long time through these lower gears. And I don't think, yeah, even with a clean run, we might go about the same as the D series, possibly. I think we have a little bit less power than its V10. However, of course, the vehicle, my car itself, is lighter and so on. Come on, we can do this. We're up to 115 miles an hour. It's 129 we want to get to. 119, we're starting to wobble. It's 120 now as we head. Now it's going to be 120 as we slide our way off the runway. We land a roll. The Caravan does not. Well, the Caravan, actually the bodywork has kind of clung on to life on the side of that, surprisingly, in that roll. We haven't scattered debris across the desert this time out. We've kind of just made a nice, neat little pile of it. Okay. We need even more speed. A lot more speed. And now, if it's speed we're after, this next car should work wonders. It's the drag racing Moonhawk. It doesn't have the wheelie bar. I'm kind of hoping the Caravan will act as a wheelie bar. If not, we will have the most spectacular sight of a wheeling car pulling a Caravan. That would be quite cool. I think kind of the coupling will stop it from doing proper wheelies. But, yeah, this thing should have more than enough power to launch us towards the 150 mile an hour mark, and it should have the traction as well from these massive drag tyres. The question is, A, will the engine hold the length of the run, because these are notorious for overheating, and B, how on earth will the Caravan react to being towed? Now, I know how fast it's going to accelerate, so we're going to kind of just build up to it a little bit steady, and then we'll go for it, make sure everything is perfectly in a straight line. Now we can fire up the Moonhawk, and it is working. We are up to 130, 140. We've broken the record. It's 150 miles an hour, as the engine may well give out. The engine has given up at 152 miles an hour. It hasn't burst into flames. That's all we're going to get, though. 152 from the drag racing Moonhawk. And the Caravan is not in one piece. Oh, we've gone for a tumble. Oh, it's the toilet trailer again. No, not toilet trailer. No, it's just an upside-down trailer. Amazingly, the car is actually still working from that tumble. Okay. We got the 150 miles an hour. We have gone quicker. We haven't got a controlled stop yet. I think we could, though, to be fair. This gets to 150 so quickly that a controlled stop wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility. Now, I think this is running the highest performance radiator I can put on it. We'll have a look, just in case. Yeah, high performance drag radiator. Now, the problem is, of course, this car is under a lot more stress than usual. It's got a great big Caravan to tow behind it. That's a lot of extra weight going through it, trying to accelerate and so on. And I think that's working the engine even harder than it does normally. So, let us... Oh, we're creeping forward because I left it in drive. Let us try again. We're going to go for the 150 and then a controlled stop. Now, stopping the thing from 150, that's probably not going to be that easy. I mean, if it stays cooler for longer, we might even be able to go faster. And I will go faster. No, okay, that's going to blow up. So it's 150. So we got another couple of miles an hour out of it. Now, a controlled stop from 154 miles an hour. Before we even run off the... Oh, it's a little bit snaky behind us. Not sure... Well, I'm not sure the Caravan's going to be... no, I'm not sure the Caravan's structural integrity is great. Yeah, we've twisted the front, and I mean, our car... Smoke is coming out of every bit of our vehicle at the moment, which is not ideal, I'll be honest. That much smoke coming out of a car is never a good thing. That's got very warm. And the Caravan, yeah, a little bit of a buckling going on at the front. Right, so 154 miles an hour is our speed to beat. Can anything go quicker than that, though? I mean, this is a stupidly fast car, let's not forget that. I think it's going to be tough. But I may have a few tricks up my sleeve. Our next vehicle is certainly not lacking for power. This has 1,350 horsepower in the SBR4. That is tremendous amounts. It is also all-wheel drive. While we don't have the drag tyres on the car, I'm hoping the all-wheel drive traction should be quite good. This car, down this runway, will do 250 miles an hour on its own. Now, we're not going to get to that fast because we are towing a Caravan. Could we get... Well, I mean, 200 would be the ideal amount of speed to get out of a Caravan. I don't think on this runway we can do that because we've got to kind of, I think, build up speed a little bit too slowly in this car to really be able to crack it. Now, I have left the stability control on in the hope that it might, oh god, do a half-decent job of keeping things in check. The issue we're having already is we're only at 80 miles an hour. The Caravan has just started wandering. The Caravan is wandering around behind me. Now, I can put my foot down, and that's only going to make the problem worse, I suspect. We're going to... No, that's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work at all. Oh, we've got the same problem we have with the sunburst. I wonder if these cars are using slightly... No, I think they're identical tow hitches to the other ones. Looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks exactly the same. Bugger. That's not quite gone according to plan with the SBR4. Yeah, speed in this car is phenomenal. There is no doubt about that. However, we are lacking a lot of control. Oopsie, if we do that, you've got to be careful with this car. Try to connect this up to a Caravan. If you bend up the bodywork and try and attach it, sometimes the Caravans, like tow hitch, will just wreck the entire rear end of the SBR4. So, yeah, something to watch out for. How on earth are we going to do this? We do have a what's called semi-automatic gearbox, so I can control the gears myself, and I wonder if maybe try and go for... Oh, camera. Camera gets really upset when you try to set off, having just spun it around. So if we try and go for sort of nice, really controlled, try and get it past... You see, as soon as we hit this 80 mile an hour mark, okay, we're not wobbling, so the car just suddenly starts veering off. I'm trying to do the tiniest of movements on the controller. Oh, it's gone again. And I can't bring that back in line. It's not going to work with the SBR4, I don't think. Oh, and twist. Hey! Oh, we got toilet trailer again. Right, you know what? Bugger it. Let's go and try something. I mean, while we're here, our radiator is damaged, and this is probably going to... Oh, our radiator and... Okay, our steering is gone as well. Let's just try, if we put our foot down now, before it dies. How fast can we get toilet trailer? There's a lot of wheel spin going on. How fast can toilet trailer go? See? We're doing 170 miles an hour with toilet trailer. I was going to go for that ramp. I've not got the steering to go for that ramp anymore. Bye-bye, car. Well, I mean... it's not quite a full Caravan. Are we going to... Oh, please land on the trailer. We've lost the toilet, unfortunately. It's not even toilet trailer anymore. And a plop. I don't know what's happened to our rear wheels. Our rear wheels are all sorts of interesting angles going on there. Do we still actually have drive? Amazingly, we do. How is this alive? This should not be on, the engine's going to die in a matter of seconds. However, that should not have survived that crash. Anyway, caravan towing-wise, as spectacular as that was, this is pretty rubbish, to be honest with you. It's just, we lose control so quickly and so easily. Even when I'm trying to be incredibly careful. I mean, all we need is to have it vaguely pointing in the right direction and hit about 120, and I can probably luck my way to 150 plus just with the sheer speed and power of this car. But we can't get it fast enough to then accelerate forwards. We're going to go, what if we just sort of really short shift our way? No, see, we're at 116 and now we started twisting, and no, I'm doing the tiniest steering movements I possibly can here to try and keep this under control, and it's gone again. Well, yeah, that's bye-bye to the Caravan. That's less than ideal. I'll be honest, it is less than ideal with the SBR4. Still 150 the fastest we've gone. Well, to finish off, our last hope is another drag car. The Grand Marshal drag car. You can't really go wrong with the Grand Marshal. It pulled the Caravan around the Baja Rama circuit for some 3 laps before succumbing. So now we're going to see if a massively powerful version of it can pull a Caravan to more than 150 miles an hour. 154 miles an hour is the target. We've got lovely grippy drag tyres, and we've certainly got a exciting launch. Oh, I forgot we're going to use the kind of automatic gearbox. That's annoying. Change gear, you stupid... Oh, it's a terrible gearbox. We haven't got the horrible Caravan wobble. You know, this might be able to do it. Oh, this is quite promising. It was a terrible start. I was messing around with gears and we've gone sideways. We've now lost control of the Caravan. However, our last hope is we lost a wheel. Hold on, the Caravan's almost in one piece, but I've lost both my rear wheels. That's not right. That is definitely not right. I mean, there's the kitchen sink is gone, but oh no, that's not the kitchen sink. Sorry, I lied. That's the bath. The bath is gone. The bath just slid out the front. I mean, most of the innards of the Caravan are in well, the wrong place, shall we say? That looks a lot of the innards are not in the place. Oh yeah. It's not really a functioning Caravan anymore. However, as far as the speed-wise goes, this looks promising. This does look quite promising indeed. Now, the gearbox is crap initially. It might just sit there. So while it's spinning its wheels, the gearbox is kind of getting a little bit confused. So if we go for a little bit more of a controlled start, not quite go so ludicrous, not mess about with gear changing, and it should cotton on to what's happening. Come on, sort yourself out, car, sort yourself out, gearbox. We need more speed. Okay, we are gradually now picking up speed. We've got control issues though. I've wandered too far off the edge of the runway. It's 120 miles an hour. We're going to lose it. We've lost it. Trying to bring it back again to some semblance of control. However, oh, we've lost a wheel again. We've lost a wheel again. It almost been eaten by the... That's not a normal... It's not normal that I end up upside down and the Caravan's okay. That's definitely not right. Again, the Caravan remaining remarkably in one piece. I mean, there are still... it's a mess internally, but externally, see, it's kind of okay-ish. I think this car has the speed. We're just that... We're not quite at the full-on SBR4 and Sunburst levels of out of control. However... We hit 120 now. It might just be that I've been a little bit unlucky with this. That is entirely possible. So we're going to try and be a bit smoother. Now, it's painfully slow picking up speed initially. However, once we do get going, I know there is so much power in this that I can just sort of go for it. It's again, it kind of hits that control wall almost. We get to about 115, 120 miles an hour, and there goes the control. I'm just going to kind of put my foot down now. Damned the control, it's going to be 128 as we bounce and bounce, and off it goes. Oh, that's a real shame. I thought the Grand Marshal might be good enough to do this. I thought it might be enough in the way of control. I'm surprised that it's having... I mean, again, we've got the tow hitch, I think, where we want it. In terms of, see, there's a reverse gear in there, in terms of sort of position to the car, but yeah, it's not quite working. That's a real shame. We'll have one more go. One more go. Can we crack the 150 mile an hour mark? I don't know. I really don't know, and I don't think we can with this car's lack of control. If we just kind of go for it quite early on, just try and pick up some speed. I don't really want to have to touch the steering, but I'm going to have to ever so slightly. I think what happens is the Caravan starts moving and steering the front of the car. Yeah, there. See, the car's just started going to the left for no reason. We've got 130 miles an hour, though. Come on! Stop wandering. It's 144! Oh, I mean, again, we've broken the record, but not our own personal best. We've broken kind of the official record, but yeah, the personal best of 154 miles an hour. We're 10 miles an hour away. The car can do it, I just can't control it well enough, which is a little bit of a shame. Which is a little bit of a shame indeed. Well, I mean, we have a Caravan on its side. It would be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? As we launch, let's see just how fast this car can go when it is unburdened by Caravan and lack of Caravan control down here. We would be, I actually don't know, expecting to see... This is kind of more about acceleration, the drag cars, so we might not be expecting to see quite the crazy 200, or sort of 250, 260 miles an hour as we head towards the Caravan and slow down time. Right, shall we just enjoy the majesty of a 194 mile an hour car going through a Caravan? I think we should. I think we should indeed, as we... apparently that's the radiator damage. Can we punch a hole all the way through? Or... We've kind of got under the trailer. I think we were going to get the car wedged inside the trailer as we're slowed it to 133 miles an hour as we hit it. Look at the path. The toilets come off. As you could imagine, we've kind of welded the trailer to the roof of the car. All of that. Oh, the glorious, look at that. That is glorious, glorious carnage going on there. Right now, there's a wheel. I think that's the Caravan's wheel. Have we got all of our wheels still attached on the Grand Marshal? Yes, we do. There goes. There's the side panel. There's a shower. We've got the shower. Where did the bath end up? Oh, there's the bath. The bath's over there. There's the side panel that's come off nice and cleanly. What are you? Are you the kind of a kitchen? I think that's like the kitchen, like the top of it, because there's a cooker somewhere. I think, is that the cooker over there? Nope, that's just a random cabinet. We've got a random cabinet flying free. We are... Oh dear. Now most of the debris I think is going to come down and settle over that side. We're going to kind of continue with carrying the or large amounts of the Caravan into the desert as bits are spinning around, and off goes the wheel. 8 times, so this is still 8 times slower than real time that we have going on now, and we'll put it back up to a real time. Whoops, I've managed to lose control of my camera. Get out of there. Poor camera work by me while I was trying to... Oh, we did actually come free of the trailer. That's what's left of the trailer. That's what's left of the car. It didn't actually come up with saying terminal damage on the car. Is this really still Oh, it was. It was drivable, and as I went to set away, the debris got underneath, tore the drive shaft. The car actually did survive that, amazingly. Oh, that's wedged in there, good and proper, I think. That is not getting out of there. If we go to a... That's the entire rear wheels and drive line and axle and everything is caught up in that one. Look at that. Well, there we go, 154 miles an hour set by a drag Moonhawk is the fastest I could get with a Caravan. I feel like this Grand Marshal might have had the potential to go a little bit faster. However, we would not have the control to get it any quicker. That, though, is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.